Hi everyone. If you're interested in doing some live video, some video recording, I wanted to just make a quick video about how I have made mine for my YouTube page. So if you are interested in doing any new learning, you can record yourself since we all have the time. So I'm just going to walk you through the process of setting up this software that you're seeing many versions of right now, since I'm capturing it in itself. And so I'm going to show you how to set this up and then how to upload to YouTube. And then I'm going to do a whole separate video if you want to do a live stream extra help session, which is something else I'm going to be trying out starting tomorrow. So I'll start off with this first video doing the actual recording using this software called OBS Studio. And then I'll show you how to upload that to YouTube. And then the second one will be if you're interested in doing any streaming. Okay, so to start off, if you go to your browser, okay, and you go to the website obsproject.com, this is entirely free software, and you're going to click on obviously the Windows installer. Okay, and so when you download it, I obviously can't walk you through the process of installing it because I already have it installed on my computer and I'm using it to record this. So you'll install it. There's really nothing to change in any of the settings. You'll just next your way through the setup process, and it will launch you into this window that you see right here. This is the kind of setup window and how you can record, and you can actually see down in the corner that I have the ability to do recording and streaming. Okay, so there's a couple things that you have to go through. The only main thing that you're going to have to set up is your sources, which is right here. So if you click on the plus button right below the sources window, there are a lot of options, and the easiest one is the one that I'm using called display capture. And that will just record your entire screen and everything that's on it, right? All the other stuff is more advanced features for people that do online streaming or advanced video recording. So if you just click on display capture, it will ask you to create a name for it. You can call it whatever you want, okay? And then it's going to ask you what display you want to capture. Since we only have one on our laptop, there won't be any other options. You'll click OK. And then it will add that display to your window. And you should see something then that looks very similar to what I have. And you can use that to record, right? So it'll just capture your whole screen. I would recommend in the audio section, you can see that I have the desktop audio muted, so you have the ability to click on that and mute it, and that will make it so that if you have any notifications or other sounds that your computer makes, it won't record those. But you can see that my microphone is turned on, and as I'm speaking, you can see that it's getting to the top of the green and into the yellow. You don't want it to go much higher than that or it will be extremely loud. So you have the ability to control the audio using the audio slider down here, okay? And that's all you should have to do in audio, okay? And nothing in scene transitions, we're not doing anything with that. The only other thing I would recommend is if you click on settings, okay, let's see if this will pop up. There it is, okay. I would say under hotkeys, okay, right here, I would set some type of hotkey to start and stop recording, and it should be something that's not like just one letter. So it should be a combination of keys. So you can see that I can delete this and I can put in whatever I want, and it will use that. So I chose to hold down the Alt button and then hit Q, okay, because that's not a key that's like you know, anything that's used for anything else. So I use Alt Q, okay, and then if you close this, it will ask you to save. So we're going to save our settings, right? And what that gives me the ability to do, which I obviously can't do now because I'm recording, is to hold down the Alt button and hit Q on a different screen other than this one, and it will automatically start the recording for you, okay? And if you go down to your icons at the bottom, there is one for OBS Studio, and you can see the little red dot that is next to the icon. That means that it's currently recording. So if you do want to double check that the hotkey worked, you can pop that open without having to come back to this window and show this crazy screen here, okay? This is something you probably won't need, but you do also have the ability to resize the output window. But if you just leave it fully sized, that should be fine, okay? So this is OBS now set up, and again, if you go to your standard window, like notebook, you could copy paste some problems in here and then, you know, or open up your normal notes. And then right now I'm just showing you, you know, that if I pull this up that I can do by regular writing. I'm just using my finger to write on the screen, right? And you can kind of do all the same things you've been doing and speak as you teach, and that will work to record. When you're finished, you'll just hit your hotkey, okay, and it will save the file, right? And you can see down bottom that I'm currently recording at it's been about 5 minutes, okay? And then to access your actual files, if you click on the File button, okay, and you go down to right at the top, Show Recordings, okay, you can see that there will be a list of recordings, and by default, it's in your Videos folder. So if you want to see where that's located, if you scroll down to this PC, okay, there is a Videos folder that is in your user profile, okay, and the way that it creates the file name is by the date. So you can see that today's 3/16/2020, and then the time that I started recording this, which was at 11:07 with 17 seconds. Okay, if you want to, you can right click on it and rename it, right, and then give that something that's more specific. So if you're uploading files to YouTube, you'll know where to find them. Okay, or you'll know which one's which, I guess. Okay. So that will record it onto your computer, okay? If you want to actually view it before you upload it, if you double click on it, mine's not going to do this because I've already set this. The very first time you open it, it will ask you which player you want to open it with. I would recommend using this thing called VLC Media Player. It looks like a little traffic cone. And I just set that one because that works for all media types. So again, you can use that if you'd like, okay? And then just to upload to YouTube, it's fairly straightforward. As a part of your CHCLC account, you do have a YouTube account as well because it's all Google. Okay, so if you go to your regular old account, if you look in the top right corner, you may not be signed in, but most people are because you've signed in to a Google on your laptop. Okay, so if you click on this icon, you'll see all the information about your account. Okay, but what you really are going to need is right here the camera button with the plus. Okay, that is create a video. Okay, and then you are going to choose upload video. Okay, and it will bring you to a screen that will allow you to add the video you just created to your YouTube page. And then once it's up on YouTube, it's just a matter of sharing that to Google Classroom, and your students can view the video there. So you can see that drag and drop a file you wish to upload. I'm going to click select, okay, and I'm going to scroll down to, again, under this PC, okay, the videos, okay, and I'm not going to, this is the one I'm currently recording, but I'm going to do an old one that I've used in the past. Okay, I'm going to click open, okay, and it'll take a second and it will upload it, okay, and it will give you an update as it's going. Before you upload it, though, you're going to give it a title. So if you want to say this is like day one, adding, oh, can't say today, 2-digit numbers, okay. If you want to do a description, you can. That's entirely optional. If you want to choose a specific thumbnail, they give you some selections. You have the option of creating a playlist if you want to put like all of chapter 2 or something in there, right? All of this is entirely optional, okay? I would recommend not clicking, say, no, it's not made for kids. When you do, yes, it's made for kids, it disables a bunch of features, okay? So I would say that, okay? Age restriction, you don't have to worry about, okay? And everything else is pretty straightforward, okay? So you'll click on this, you'll click next. Okay, we're not going to add anything here unless you want to get fancy. You can explore this stuff, but that's just cards and stuff that you can use to put links. Okay, you're going to save and publish. Okay, and you're going to click on public. Okay, and that will make it public. Okay, and then when you click the publish button, okay, it'll say finished processing. Okay, and it will say that the video is currently published. If it's a longer video, this one was only 2 seconds. It might say that it's still processing, and it will let you know. Okay. So all you have to do after this is then click on copy video link, okay? Or you can just click on this if you want to actually view it, what was up there, okay? So it'll take you to your video on YouTube, okay? And then you can go to your classroom, okay? And wait for it to load. Oh, I got to switch. It's going to my personal account, okay? So close that one. And then there's an option to put a YouTube link on your Google Classroom directly. So I'm going to put it into, we'll just click on one of my classes, okay? So I'm going to click on share something with my class. Okay, and I'm going to add, and you have the option to add a YouTube link. And then it'll ask you what the video you want to search for is. Again, you can just take this link that you've just copied, okay, and paste it in, right? You can also, again, do right-click and paste if that's what you're doing, okay? And you click search, and you can see that it found that video. I can add it to my page. I can give instructions, okay? Instructions, right? Okay, and then click add. And then our students will then have the ability to watch that video, get some new information, or review whatever it is that you're reviewing. and they'll have access to that information if you want. Okay, so hopefully this was helpful. Okay, I'm going to hit the Alt Q button to end this video, and if you have any questions, just shoot me an email and let me know. And I'll help you out as best I can. Again, there's going to be a second video coming really soon with if you want to go and do a live stream to communicate directly with your students. I'm going to show you how to do that as well.